What's up, Otaku fam? We are the Otaku Couple, back with more reactions here for the channel with more CDawgVA. I spent 24 hours on Japan's sleeper train featuring Abroad in Japan. More wacky adventures with Connor and Chris, am I right?
We're here for it, man.
It's gonna be interesting. Thank you guys for the continued support. Be sure to go check out Connor and Chris, their respective channels. They make great content in Japan. It's a good time. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Every little bit helps, and let's hop on in.
I have just had an amazing time in Fukuoka filming some videos and getting to see the culture. But now it's time for me to go back home to Tokyo. If I was a smart person, I would just get the 1-hour flight that is extremely cheap and affordable, and I would be home right now. Instead, I've decided to appreciate one of Japan's dying modes of transport, the sleeper train. But unfortunately, I don't really know how to do it, or how to book it, or how to live it. So I've asked a friend of mine, Chris, to teach me how to experience a sleeper train.
I'm not really your friend though, am I, Connor? And I'm certainly not bloody happy about riding the sleeper train. There's a reason it's a dying form of transport. There is no unique selling point, right?
Well,
having ridden it only one time in 10 years and learning from that massive error, I promised myself I would never do it again.
You didn't do it with me, so it doesn't count, really.
So much better this time. Not sleeping for 9-10 hours straight on a stupid train. The bullet train's there, Connor.
Yeah, well,
like, the
come on
last
though,
bullet
let's
train
go.
in Tokyo is still
No, it's
here.
fine, let's go. Sleeper train, it's 10:30, come on. We're gonna get the train. We're gonna get the train, come on.
Not too late.
They look really sharp, but I think Chris got a haircut. I'm sorry, I've just noticed it, and I'm like, okay. Chris and Connor are looking a little clean cut right now for this sleepless.
At least Connor's not baby face like the cosplay video.
And so we started our journey from Okayama all the way to Tokyo, departing at 10:30 p.m. and arriving at 7:30 a.m.
All right, it's finally arriving, the sunrise train. There it is. It's really slow, actually. But I guess it has to approach at a reasonable speed. Oh, are you excited, Chris? Are you excited?
I'm not excited.
No, come on, it'll be fun.
It
It's gonna be
stops
fun.
at literally every station in Japan. 5 a.m. onwards, right? It's like Fuji, Mairimasu. It's like every station you stop at, and then you want to cry.
I'm not going to get any sleep at all.
I didn't. I got 2 hours sleep last time. You're about to discover what hell looks like. It looks like this train right here.
Wait, where is it? That's what we're getting
shit.
on. Wait, this is 7, no?
So in Japan, there are actually 2 sleeper trains, and they both connect at Okayama, forming one giant sleeper train. And apparently, the docking experience is something to behold, as all the train otakus had come out to watch.
Train intercourse.
So this is the train that accepts the other train at the end of the journey.
no.
Here
we have a Sunrise Express rolling into Okayama Station.
What you're seeing right here is a fine, matured train, ready for mating season.
And after joking for a while, it was time for the trains to dock.
Ready for mating season.
Wow. The mating call has begun.
I thought they would...
We don't get on it here, do we?
I thought they would go into it. They're prepared. Oh my lord, that's very phallic.
Train condom. Transformers.
Yeah, it is actually. It's pretty cool.
Look at the crown of people.
It's insane.
And there is our room.
At every single stop, if we have a window open, everyone can just have a peek, can have a look. What if I'm, oh, here we go. You ready, Chris?
7-Eleven.
Let's get on.
The train isn't there for long, so we had to get on quite quickly. And as we made our way through the narrow hallways, we finally found Chris's room.
Here is our room.
This video is sponsored by
Boxu.
Boxu
It's
here is
always
my
Boxu. Shouts out to Boxu, even though you don't sponsor us, but whatever. Just one day.
And we'll be in Japan.
It's not quite as spacious as the last time I stayed on the train. Last time I had a twin room, and Natsuki had the grand room, the deluxe room. It's a bed. It's something.
But as me and Chris had different rooms, I wanted to see his room before I went to bed.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's quite cozy.
It's the word is case, isn't it?
I mean, you have some room for your bags, but you can fit about maybe half a Chris in here, so we can maybe fit 2 of us in here.
This is a really horrible angle.
Are you ready for sex? You said you were done with love hotels, then why are we back here?
I'm going to sleep.
Oh
I'll
no,
wake
that
up
looks
like,
like a terrible.
Yeah,
I was gonna
exactly.
say, surely you hit your head.
This is kind of
Can't
cool.
you just
Look at
change?
this.
Yeah,
Put
that's
the
really
pillow on
cool.
the other side.
That's sick. Is that the speaker there?
From about like 5 a.m. onwards, when we start to hit stations in Greater Tokyo, it's like, we're now going to get to Fuji Station. Fuji Station. How about a Fuji Station? And you're like, shut the f up. When I came on with Natsuki, he had headphones, right? And I do have my super fucking Sony noise cancelling headphones, but this is what it's like.
Oh my god. That's not quiet either. That's quite loud.
It's that for like the whole train ride.
How excited are you? How
I
excited?
don't want to kill someone.
You want to kill me?
Yeah, this is such
You
a
can
shocking
see the defeat
Obviously,
in his
one
eyes.
concern you might have is that you leave your room to go to the toilet. You might be wondering, well, anyone could just come in our room. But I figured out there's a lock. So whilst Chris went to the toilet, I took the honor of locking his room for him.
So basically you have to put a 4-digit code in, then press one button, and now it's locked.
6969.
You just give me one compliment, and I'll tell you the code.
You have a really nice smile.
That's true. So it's 1111, and that's it. So there you go. That's the hardest code.
That's where
Fort
my
Knox.
$1 billion of equipment is. Fantastic.
I was supposed
After
to say
making
that
my
was
way
kind
through the
of.
cramped train, I finally
I don't
found
think
my
Connor
room,
like actually
which
left the
somehow was
doors.
even smaller
I
than
don't
Chris's.
think he
Finally,
left
we're
it
at my
low.
cabin. Where do my bags go? You should see my storage space. It's a joke. This is the room you have. So if you have anything more than this, don't. I have nowhere else to put bags now. This is literally it.
Well, it's about to get steamy in here.
I just farted as well. I'm sorry.
It sounded like we just heard.
No, it's fine. It's gone. There's an air vent. Is it bad that I really think this is a bit cozier than yours? I quite like this more.
Yeah, in some respects, it's better than my one.
I definitely feel that being higher up is more valuable than being lower down.
This is the cheaper room, but it's better than the. So this is called the. My room's called the single. This is called the solo room.
So the way that the price works for the train is that there is a base fare which every single customer on board the train pays, and then if you want a room or a nicer room or no room, you pay that additional cost. So the base fare would be around
No room was the one down there where it looked like there was
Just seats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like cushions, but no privacy.
$100, and then any additional rooms, such as my room, would be an extra $90, making it $190 total. Or if you wanted Chris's room, it would be an additional $100. But availability is extremely limited. And me and Chris wanted to have a bit of a discussion about whose room was better value for money.
And you wonder why this one is the better one? It doesn't really...
Yeah, I think I'd prefer this one, to be honest.
Feels like there's a slightly bit more room.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well,
There's more like floor space in mine to walk around, right?
I mean, you can't do anything with this storage space. If you have two bags, like I do, you're Can I put it in your room?
I'm sorry to pause it again. This is where like my brain goes with this, and I get like for their video they're doing it so they can kind of compare and contrast two rooms. For $10 more,
Right.
you could have the better room.
Yeah. But that's what they're like discussing because Connor
Yeah.
paid less but has the arguably better room.
Yeah, interesting.
Depends on what
It is
you
cozy.
need.
You float your own little bubble, right? You've got your own kind of little bubble here.
Yeah.
There is someone's bed underneath here, so you can't make too much noise.
I don't want to fart too loudly. And... oh my god, something's happening. But we did have a really nice conversation with the conductor.
Yeah, we did. Yeah,
He was
nice
really,
guy.
really funny. He's really quite nice. He was like, "Yeah, well, you guys speak such good Japanese. The door's broken. Sorry."
He was connecting the entire train with like screwdrivers. Because they connect it, and then while the train's moving, he sort of finishes it off and like lets people through the train.
He was super nice though.
It seemed that a fair amount of people on the train were just train enthusiasts. We often saw people walking up and down the length of the entire train just taking pictures.
Is it bedtime now?
We have still more things to do.
And there is indeed more things to do. So we went to go and look at some of the other accommodation.
As Chris informed me, there is indeed a shower on this train, and apparently it's sold out. Don't know how that happened, but there's actually nobody in there right now. We can kind of sneak in a little bit. I don't know where you would get a towel from, but look at the shower itself. That
Bring
looks
your own.
insane.
It's really hard showering while standing up in a moving train.
They have
Pretty sure this is for people that like work far away from
Yeah.
where they live, and so this way that saves them the time if they have to board the sleeper train anyway.
Yeah, I thought that
Then
was
you
what
would
I'll do
get
on
in
the
here,
first
get your
one.
refreshments, take your shower, sleep, get up, and then go home, and then you don't have to worry about doing all those things once you get there.
shampoo and body soap right there, but no towels. Do you know where we get a towel from?
I remember I used my underwear as a towel last time because I realised after I showered that I had no towel.
You're a disgrace.
It was a low point in my career. There's one tier below Connor, and it's the one we just walked through. But it's some tatami mats. It's kind of like a free-for-all.
And this is what it looks like. It's basically a soft floor, and you sleep on it with all the other customers. So yeah, that's $150.
But you still have to pay the $100 ticket to get on the train, so it's still quite expensive.
But it's a lot cheaper, I think. And,
And I guess you don't have to pay for a hotel. But I will say, man, that floor did not look comfortable.
tatami's quite nice to actually lie down on. It's kind of soft, right? You sort of sink into it. It's sort of a bit spongy.
See, one thing I didn't expect is that on the video, this is obviously not going to be conveyed because the stabilization, this train moves side to side a lot. So then when you're sleeping, how do you not roll into the other person? Oh, sorry, Chris, it just seems I've kissed you.
And after discussing how I might kiss Chris, it was time to go to the communal area and try some of the local snacks.
So we're in the communal area, guys, and Connor's brought us some souvenirs
Chris
from
looks
Okayama
so
Prefecture
tired.
to enjoy on the train.
So
Especially because he knows
this.
he's not going to sleep tonight.
Cracker biscuits, seaweed crackers, fantastic. Have you got anything good here?
This is the best thing ever. It's some mochi thing.
Take one bite of the heavenly syrupy grapes, which will fill your mouth with joy. Fantastic. Open the box.
Oh, that looks nice.
So we have here.
That's a lot of packaging for nothing. Oh, there's 2 in there, is there?
Oh yeah.
Oh my god,
Is
this
that
lighting
inside?
is crazy. Cyberpunk, you're eating mochi on the train.
So it's a grape rice cake.
Yeah. No.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, maybe like a 7 out of 10.
What is this?
What do you mean? You don't like being shaken?
Like being in a washing machine. I feel kind of sick. You do get quite nauseous on the train if you're moving around. If you're in your room lying down, you'll be fine. But if you get like travel sick, guys,
I
then
do.
Yeah,
this
you
isn't
do.
overly fun. What is this?
She does.
Oh. Oh no. I thought I liked that, but it actually tastes like shit.
Oh my god, my ears. My ears are popping as you enter a tunnel.
So
I feel sick. I'm tired.
I recently went on tour, right? Yeah. And obviously
I love how we just ignored that everything that he's feeling right now. Connor's like, but anyways.
I feel for Chris.
Ears are popping as you enter a tunnel.
So
I feel sick. I'm tired.
I recently went on tour, right?
Yeah.
And obviously while you're driving, the bus is moving. It was actually really nice to sleep. But when you're awake and you're trying to pee, and you're like, oh my god, oh, and you're like pissing all over the wall, it's not fun. So right now it sucks, but when we're sleeping, it'll be awesome. What do you rate this out of 10?
Not that good out of 10.
3.
3,
Not
maybe
that
4.
good.
Yeah, actually 4.
It's crunchy. I like crunchy things.
The pierre de résistance of my purchasing.
What is this?
I know you've been on a boxing diet recently. You've been eating like a champion. I thought, I shouldn't get these unhealthy snacks. Alcohol, no, fruit.
Fruit.
This is not just any fruit, Chris. This is Okayama grapes.
So yes, indeed, fruit in Japan is very expensive, and
Yes,
these are
it's
$20
luxury
grapes.
items.
And Okayama is quite famous for grapes, within Japan at least. The most expensive grapes that I saw on the day cost around $65. What?
These are the cheapest ones.
Right.
And these are
Yeah, because Marichu talked about that, and I think her moving to Japan video
With
because she really
strawberries.
loves strawberries. There was like a single strawberry that went for like an astronomical amount of money for a
Let's
strawberry.
Talk about how fucking
But she was like, it was the best strawberry I've ever
Fresh
had.
and-
But still,
good fruit is in Asia. So good.
for $20. The
$20
normal,
for some
yeah,
grapes.
they are bubble wrapped as well because of course they're very precious. Gotta wake up the whole train, just trying to get it. What you do? You're tearing into it like a monster.
Got a very thick
Oh, wow.
skin to it.
Those are
Very
huge.
thick skins. Like the
those
man
are big ass
holding it.
grapes.
Yeah.
It's not $20
That's
good.
the
It's
good
gonna be
grapes.
$8 good.
Honestly, the ones at Tesco in the UK taste the same.
But they're not as boldest.
No, it's true.
Play ping pong with these grapes.
It's like a little tomato.
Go
I
bubble.
know a few more.
No. Mine.
What? One more.
No, fine, one more.
2 more.
Oh my
Two
lord.
more.
No, gotta bring these back. These are my omiyage for my friends.
Your friends. I'm your friends.
And after Chris was done
I'm your
devouring my
friends.
food, it was time to sleep.
Yeah, see, he
Thank
moved it
God he
over.
moved
My
that.
bed is ready.
However, I decided to interrupt Chris's sleep.
Oh, just as I'm about to go to sleep, the devil has walked in.
Hello. I spoke to a very
God.
kind young lady. I asked, hey, how do I get the shower ticket? Because she was lining up to shower. She was like, oh, sold out, innit? And I was like, how are you showering? She's like, oh, I'm just going to shower.
You need the card though. You put the card in the machine to initiate it.
She was lining up, so she clearly got one.
She's full of shit.
You should lie.
Well, guys, it's the bit we've all been looking for. The bit.
I think he was trying to use the shower
That's
to
funny.
see how that worked. I mean, to be fair, unless the card like stops working after one use or whatever, they can just communally pass that thing around.
That sounds disgusting, but I know what you mean.
It's just the card.
I know. It's just the way.
Pass that thing around.
Yeah.
You don't
And
like
I'm just
that?
thinking of passing the shower around. I'm like, oh God.
Passing
I don't.
the shower
I
around.
don't.
Right, I can go to bed.
I'm still quite energetic. Why do you want to sleep so early?
This is like the third wacky weekend we've shot back to back.
Look
We did a
at
road
Chris.
trip, we did love hotels, we've done this.
So
Never do more than two.
Look at his
eyes.
face.
And when it was in color, his eyes were so red. Oh, bless his heart.
Wacky weekends back to
How
back.
can you sleep in this lovely train? It's so exciting. Don't you want to explore?
We have explored it. We've eaten the
Connor's
grapes.
a
We've
little
eaten the grapes. Go to bed now,
red.
child.
It's bedtime. I want to see you twist and turn on your bed. I want to see if you can finally fall asleep.
I'll leave you to it.
See you at 7 a.m.
No, we got to get up at like 6.
You can off.
And so I left Chris to go to bed.
Because Connor and I have been on the road the last sort of 3 or 4 days doing wacky weekend vlogs. I've like not slept at all. I really need to sleep tonight, at least 6 hours, or I'm going to just die tomorrow.
Getting fit on a train series. And that concludes the workout.
And it was time for me to go to bed.
One thing that's helpful about having these GoPros is that they can kind of show you the whole room, whereas this thing can't really show you the whole room. So for this next segment, we're gonna have this crappy little camera, so bear with it. My room comes with pajamas. So let's put them on. How the f do you get it on in such a small space? I have nowhere to move. So we're gonna try our best to get changed while the entirety of Japan can see me. Why am I filming this? What a fucking weird life I live. Please don't accidentally show your pee-pee, Connor. Don't subject your editor to your dick. He's seen enough already, that's cringe.
I hope you're talking about Evan. What it's like? Why is he like? Why am I doing this on the internet, bro? We have an entire playlist of reactions to your cosplay videos where you literally strut around in your tidy whities. You've probably shown Evan your bare ass more than any other man. Oh, that's.
I know this
really
is not
good.
the most flattering angle. Please, just bear with me. Hello, my name is Connor, and I'm here to tell you about my 5 favorite rituals to do before bed. Oh, it's one of these pillows. It's basically a kind of beanbag pillow, and Japan is obsessed with these. They kind of think that it's kind of good for your neck or something. I don't know. Point being, I don't like it. Just test out the blanket. Oh, it's so thick. So we have the night, room, front, and then this down here is a heater for your foot. Oh, that's sick. That's so awesome. Yo, that's so sick. I think childhood me would kind of freak out if you knew I was going across Japan, seeing sights like this, and being able to sleep at the same time. I think that's pretty awesome. Now I get it. You can sleep on trains in other countries. This isn't special to Japan, but Japan's one of my favorite countries, and this view's pretty awesome. So I am going to try and go to bed now, because I will probably only get about 4 to 5 hours of sleep at this current rate. So, good night, guys. Good night.
And after attempting to get some sleep, the sun started rising. And of course, one man was very happy.
Good morning. I didn't really sleep that much. Probably 3 or 4 hours. Really don't want to get up right now, but it's 6:30. We're going to get off the train in half an hour. I feel so stiff. So damn stiff.
Now, don't get me wrong, I never want to wake up at 6:30 a.m. But when views like this are outside, it's hard not to make an exception.
It's good views.
Good morning, viewers. It is currently 6:20 a.m. and I feel pretty good, actually. I thought I would feel a lot more groggy because I've only really got like 5 hours of sleep. And I have to say, driving through the countryside and seeing all of this and this really cool window, it's pretty sick. But overall, I slept really well. Even though the train is moving and wobbling side to side a fair amount, it's quite easy to get to sleep. I almost wish this train had some time during the day, because this is where it seems to get really beautiful. I'm glad I did this, actually. I feel like this is a really unique way to see some parts of Japan.
And as I got dressed to the Japanese train conductor ASMR, I was excited to start the day. Or just put my pants on correctly.
This is Chris abroad, summer. So now that you've done this 2 times, has your opinion changed at all?
No, I don't like it. The purpose of a sleeper train is to sleep. I did not sleep. 3-4 hours is not a good. So I've got lots to do today, and I'm out. What I did last time, right? I had 2 hours sleep, and I filmed on the sand dune in Tottori, which you've been to and crashed on. And I just felt like crap all day, and now I'm gonna experience that again. It looks fun, this train. It's kind of cool to take photos and videos, but practically, I just don't see why anyone would do it.
Ultimately, it's more expensive than a flight or a normal train. It's an absolute nightmare to book. You have to pretty much
extremely
sacrifice 3 children at any chance to even load the website.
The only place you can book this train is on this website here, which looks horrible, and then you have to log in, make an account, then figure out where the to go. Oh, click this thing which says reserve a train, and then it's like, what the is all this? Then press this thing, type in the station you want, then tell them where you're going to, and you better hope to God that you know kanji, otherwise you are select your date, and don't even bother trying if it's within a week, because you definitely won't get a reservation. Then click this, you'll be presented with a bunch of options, and of course, even though I'm booking a month in advance, there are no rooms available on this train. And you might be thinking, Connor, hey, why don't you just check, say, another date easily? No. Come back to the screen every single time, type in the exact stations, and then look again. And of course, there's no trains available, even though you're booking a month ahead. But there actually is. If you drop down this menu and click another train, it'll take you to another page that actually tells you, oh no, wait, we do have rooms, we've decided now. What the f***? They're wondering, Connor, how do I get the nice room that Chris got in one of his videos? Well, that would be here in column A, and it is never available. I've tried to find it, and it doesn't exist. TLDR, basically what I'm trying to say is that booking this train is extremely difficult. Out of all of the modes of transport I've taken within Japan, this is by far the most difficult. So if you want to book this for yourselves, you need to make sure you plan way in advance that you want to do it.
I booked this like 3 weeks in advance, and there was barely anything. Honestly, as much as I kind of enjoyed the novelty of it, if I had to do this a second time, I'd be miserable. I think this is just for somebody who wants to kind of have this view and experience this type of experience. This room in daylight looks a lot worse than it did last night.
Chris is like, I wonder what. Yeah, sounds familiar.
I mean, I didn't realize how much the crap was here, and it's peeling all over. Also, having the aircon in the room literally blast you from like this distance is not good for your throat. It's pretty much just like you wake up.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's very dry.
I think for a first time is a cool experience, like a 6, 7 out of 10. And I think Chris is not happy that I made him do this.
No. Not happy. Life has taught one thing. There's these YouTube channels where it's like travel Japan solo, and they do this video every week, and it gets like 100 million views. It's pretty depressing.
That's why I'm here.
People are like, Chris, do something original. It's like, no, just do a train video. You get so many views. It's so weird. People f***ing love trains. We could have just sat in here going, and it would have been like 10 million views.
10 million bloody views.
I hate this f***ing train.
But sadly for Chris, it was time to leave the train.
Well, the fun is over. Oh no.
The fun is indeed over. This fine vessel, our time is at an end. I wish I could stay here forever with my otaku train brethren, but it's time to leave. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and go check out Chris' channel and his train video, where he gets the not peasant class.
Yes, very good. That concludes a very long trip to Kyushu. Wacky weekend, love hotels, trains, abandoned villages, hot springs. Good week all in all. Go back and check all the episodes out, guys, but I'm gonna collapse now. Bye.
Bye.
He honestly kind of looked like he was going to knock Connor out.
Yeah, I think he had some choice words for Connor off camera after all was said and done.
Oh, bless his heart. He looks so exhausted. I'd be the same way. I'm not good when I'm tired.
Yeah, and that's definitely like, and, most of the videos that we see from, any of the YouTubers in Japan, Connor, Anime Man, Garnt, Chris Abroad, Emily, and Ditus now, most of the time we're like, oh, that would be fun as hell, we gotta try that. That's probably one of the few that I'm like, I've got my full experience just watching this video. I don't ever need to do that. I don't need to go through that hassle.
Take a train and stay at a hotel or somewhere like that has a bed.
Yeah. But so they did it so we can live vicariously through them. I don't have to worry about it anymore.
I'm already car sick. Which was like when I just kept seeing them move, I was like,
you do get really bad car sickness. It's okay.
It gets worse as you get older, guys.
It's okay.
It gets so much worse.
Be sure to let us know what you guys thought down below. Would you ever try to experience this for yourself firsthand if it wasn't as big of a hassle as it is and you had the ability to?
I was like, when he went through the website thing, I was like, see, it's already not worth it.
Let us know what else you guys want us to react to down below in the comments. We'll see you guys for the next video. Bye.